can stay with us as long as you like, you know. As long as the social workers agree. I won't be going into work today, so if you want to go for a walk or...
I don't.
All right.
Why don't you believe what I said about Charity?
Well, because it's not true. I know it would be lovely if it were, to have a rich and glamorous mother.
She is my mum.
No, love, Pat were your mum. It's very difficult to get to grips with something like this. I know how I felt when my mum died. But
Pat was not my mum. And if you don't believe me, ask Kane.
why? What's Kane got to do with it?
Well, because he knows the truth about me and Charity.
She all right?
It's Kane who's been filling her head with all this rubbish.
What?
Telling her Charity's a mum.
But why?
Well, you know what it's like, just making trouble for Charity, I expect. As if Debbie ain't got enough problems.
Look, you do realise Debbie could be making all this up as well?
Yes. Look, there's only one way to find out. I'm going up there to ask him.
No, Emily, that'll just blow things up even more.
I am not having him play with Debbie's feelings like this.
Look, we all know Debbie lives in an imaginary world and she's just lost her mother, which makes sense rather than dragging Kane into it. That just makes things worse.
We've got to find out who's telling the truth. I am not asking you to come with me, Paddy.
Yeah, all right. There's no need to yell at me, is there? It's not my fault.
Is Charity not down yet?
Nope.
How's she coping?
How does she ever cope?
And how about you?
Me? I'm still trying to take in the implications.
Should have known.
What?
I had to declare my schizophrenia when I applied for my driving licence back again.
And?
And now I've got this whole other questionnaire to fill in because they say that they can't reissue my licence till they've investigated the effects of the schizophrenia on my driving.
But there's no reason why you shouldn't drive, though, is there? Provided it's the right one of you who's driving.
Oh, ha, ha. It's all right for you. This really affects my work. And just when I thought I was getting back into it.
I know, I'm sorry, but you should know the take luck by now. Just when you think everything's ticking along nicely, something comes along to throw a spanner in the works.
Hello?
Lisa's not here, she's at the factory.
It's not Lisa I want to see. I want to know what you've been saying to Debbie.
About what?
About her mother.
Oh, right. Why, what's she told you?
She says she told her Charity's her mother.
And?
Well, did you? Because if you did, you've got no business. She's going through enough without you filling her head with fairy tales.
It's not a fairy tale. And she showed you that photo of Charity she carries about with her?
That could be anyone. That's not Charity.
Isn't it? You looked at it closely?
Can't be.
Oh, yeah. That's knocked you off your high horse, hasn't it?
Well, it don't mean she's a mother. There could be any number of explanations.
Yes. You're right, Emily. There could. So why don't you go and ask Charity? What's happened?
I went to see Kane.
Oh, Emily, I told you not to. Are you all right?
Everything she's told us is true. Kane says it is Charity.
So what? So what? This doesn't prove she's Debbie's mother.
Then why did Pat tell her it were her mum?
Yeah, but did she?
And why she got the photo?
Hold on. I can't... I'm gonna have to think about this. I think the first thing we better do is phone Bill.
No, please. Not till we know for certain that it's true.
No, I'm sorry, but Bill's better placed than any of us to find out, isn't he?
No, look. Charity never said anything when she dropped her off yesterday.
So?
So she would have said something if it were true.
Well, would she?
Yes, she would. So there must be some other explanation. Debbie could have misunderstood. She could have stolen the photo.
Didn't nick it. Mum gave it me. Why won't you listen?
Exactly what did Pat tell you, Debbie?
How many more times do I have to tell you?
Just tell me again.
My real mum gave me to Pat when I was a baby, but there were no papers and I weren't to tell anyone ever.
Right, you go and get dressed, I'm going to finish the surgery and we'll go up there together. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Right, well, you'd best come in then, aren't you?
Sorry to burst in on you like this when you're... We just needed to ask you about something that Debbie told us.
Maybe you better go through to another room, Debbie.
I'm not going anywhere.
Do as you're told.
Will you please just tell them?
Right, OK, yeah, it's true.
See?
So go on. Now that I've told him, do as Emily says.
Why? Why can't you say whatever it is in front of me?
Do you want me to talk to him or not?
Why didn't you tell us?
We'd never have taken her in if we'd known.
Have you known about this all along?
Oh, slow down, slow down. She didn't know the kid was going to pitch up to the village. Can't you see she's as upset about this as anyone?
Come on, Debbie, it's all right.
It's not all right. Why don't she want me?
It's not that she doesn't want you.
We could be good friends, me and her.
I know it must be very difficult. All this coming at the same time as you lost your... At the same time as you lost Pat.
Yeah. She really loved me, Mum did.
Yeah. And you loved her. And you were happy with her. Even though she's not your real mum.
Yeah, most of the time. Except when she was...
Except when she was what?
It don't matter. She's gone now.
Yeah. Yes, but the important thing is that you loved each other.
Yeah, but she's gone. I'm never gonna see her again.
I don't understand why you didn't tell us when you found out.
Well, I didn't know Pat was going to die, did I? I thought Debbie would be gone in a matter of weeks.
And you're sure she's the child you gave away?
Well, I had a kid 13 years ago and I handed her over to a woman called Pat. So?
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get my head around this. When you brought her back yesterday, had she been up here?
Yeah.
Well, why did you bring her back to us?
Because I don't want her! Look, I've never had anything to do with this kid, right? I don't feel anything towards her and I don't want to feel anything towards her. Now, I'd never say this to her face, but I've barely given that kid a thought for the past 13 years.
I'm sorry, but I just can't believe that.
Well, it's true. She's the one coming crashing into my life with all sorts of expectations, and I don't want to know. As far as I'm concerned, I made the right decision.
Don't understand why anyone gives a baby away anyway.
Sometimes it's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, that your excuse?
I've got my reasons, Debbie.
Well, you love her though, don't you? I mean, you must love her.
I care what happens to her, and I just hope that she and her new mother love each other as much as you and Pat did.
Yeah, well, you just have to hope she don't die in her then, won't you?
Look, I don't see what more there is to say. Charity's made her position clear.
The problem is, how do we get that across to Debbie without hurting her any further?
The worst thing now is, we're probably going to lose her as well.
Well, I can't see why. I mean, if you want to look after her, that's your business. Just keep her away from me.
What, you're planning to keep her?
Yes, we've grown very fond of her.
No, well, that just depends on the social services, doesn't it, and what they decide. when
Whether
we-
we're allowed to is largely up to you.
Why? It's not to do with me. Why does everybody keep trying to involve me in the life of a complete stranger?
What's taking them so long?
I don't know. I suppose there's a lot to discuss.
What's happening?
We've decided it's best that you come back to our place, Debbie.
Why, what have you said to her?
It's not what we've said, Debbie. We just want what's best for you.
We'll explain everything once we get you home, all right?
No, she's my mum, not you. I'm staying here. Why won't you let me? What did he tell you?
Nothing! I just can't have you here, Debbie.
Why? There's loads of room. I'll keep out your way.
Just take her home, will you?
Come on, love.
No, please, don't make me. I'm staying here. No, get off.
Oh,
no, this has got nothing to do with you. Get off. She is my mum, not you two. Get off. I don't care. No.
She says she just wants to be alone.
How are you?
Still tacking it all in. You?
I'm shattered.
She was so happy with us. Everything was going so well. And now this.
We're going to have to phone social services, you know.
They'll just take her away from us. We're the only ones who really care about her.
I'm going to have to tell them, though, Emily. We've already gone too far.
I know.
Charity must have known this was going to happen.
Oh, great. I told you so. That's all I need, isn't it?
I'm not saying I told you so. I just want to talk about this rationally. I mean, what happens now?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to happen?
I don't know that either. I just want it to go away.
It's not going to go away. Debbie's not going to go away. And we can't go on like this.
Right. So what do you think I should do, seeing as though you're obviously going to tell me anyway?
Take control of the situation. You should have done that weeks ago.
And how am I supposed to do that?
You come clean with the social services. Tell them what happened all those years ago.
No, I am not getting into that.
You have to, because from what Emily says, it gives you the right to say that you don't want her fostered so close to where you live.
Chris, I do not want the social services nosing into my past.
Then the alternative is you keep Stubb and let her stay on with Emily and Paddy. But if you do that, you're going to have to try and forge some sort of relationship with her.
Why?
Because that's what the kid wants.
And she's going to come back and back until she gets it.
Right, well, I don't really have much of a choice then, do I?
Charity, wait. Think about it. Paddy and Emily would give Debbie a good home.
There is nothing left to think about. I wish that kid had never come near this damn village.
Once you ring the authorities, it's out of your hands.
Hello? Yeah, I'm wondering if you can help me. I need to talk to a caseworker or social worker or someone. Yeah, it's about a young kid. Yeah, she's called Debbie. Debbie Jones.